Hello friends, welcome to Tulsi classes Making Science a Passion. Today our topic is differentiation, integration, second topic. Third topic is average speed and average velocity, average velocity, and instantaneous speed and instantaneous velocity along with a graph question. This video will be uploaded in the playlist, Tulsi classes playlist, and the name of the playlist is ATC 2022. Sorry, 2022. Differentiation. If y is a function in x, then its differentiation with respect to x. 9 formulas I have written. This you have to remember to find instantaneous speed or instantaneous velocity. So if the function is x raised to the power n, the result will be nx to the power n minus 1. Sin x differentiation is cos x. For cos x it is minus sin x. Tan x is sec square x. Cot x differentiation is minus cosec square x. The differentiation of sec x is sec x multiplied by tan x. Cosec x, it is minus cosec x cot x. This is multiplied, minus cosec x multiplied by cot x. For ln x is log x where the base is e. Its differentiation is 1 by x, and e raised to the power x is e raised to the power x only. So this is the formula. These 9 formulas you have to remember. These are basic formulas which will be used in differentiation wherever we will differentiate function in physics, rather we can say. Okay, not only in this chapter, in physics, differentiation. Now you can have a look and then take a screenshot after pausing the video, and then we will move to integration. In the same way I will write integration and functions. How I will write, suppose 8 or 9 functions and their integration. What will be their integration? Then again you will take screenshot. First let me write. So these are the basic formulas for integration. If there is a function in x, then the integration of that function is, suppose number 1, sin x. Its integration will be minus cos x. For cos x, it is sin x. Sec square x becomes tan x. Cosec square x becomes minus cot x. Sec x tan x becomes sec x. X to the power n becomes x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Integration of 1 by x becomes ln x, and integration of cosec x cot x becomes minus cosec x. One thing you can see here, that integration is just reverse of differentiation. Like, see here, differentiation of tan x was sec square x, and here integration of sec square x becomes tan x. In the same way, differentiation of sec x was sec x tan x. Now integration of sec x tan x is equal to sec x. So these are the basic formulas. You can take the screenshot. Now we have to see some basic. Suppose there is a composite function in which 2 functions are there. So there are basic rules for differentiation and integration that I will write and explain you. Now these are the rules to find derivatives of composite function. Suppose a function is c multiplied by function y. Y is a function in x and c is a constant. Here let me write, c is a constant. C is constant. So what will be the differentiation of, that is d dx of cy? C will come outside and it will be multiplied by dy by dx. So we will find derivation of, this differentiation of y with respect to x, and the constant will be multiplied by it. Now d dx of u plus v, 2 functions are there, and u and v, these are the 2 functions. If we want to find the differentiation of u plus v, then we will find it separately, du by dx and dv by dx. Then we will add both of them. When 2 functions are multiplied, u and v are 2 functions, so d dx of u multiplied by v is equal to u dv by dx plus v multiplied by du by dx. That means we have to find separately dv by dx and du by dx, and we have to multiply the reverse thing. That is, if we are finding dv by dx, it will be multiplied by function u, and if we are finding du by dx, then it will be multiplied by v, and we will add this. So this is the formula. So we have done addition, multiplication, now division. d dx of u divided by v, it is v du by dx minus u multiplied by dv by dx, and this complete result is being divided by v square, that is square of the function v which is in the denominator. So this is the thing that you have to remember. Now let us take a look on the rules to find integration. Certain rules are there to find integration. First you take a look and you can take a screenshot of this figure. So here two rules are important, useful rules for integration. C is a constant here. C is a constant. C multiplied by fx dx. Integration of this complete thing is you will find integration of, you will integrate fx dx and C will come out, which is a constant, and it will be multiplied. So C is constant here also. Constant comes out of the integration. And when two functions are there, f and g, both are in x. So the integration of sum of these functions is equal to, you will find separately integration of both the functions and then add them. So these are the useful rules for integration. Now we will move to our next topic, that is average speed and instantaneous speed. So before moving to average speed, as you know, you must have learnt in class 11th that two terms are there, displacement and distance. Distance is the length of the total path along which the object has moved, and displacement is the change in position, that is final position minus initial position, shortest distance between the points from where the object has started and the point where its journey has ended. So these are the two terms, distance and displacement. Speed is related to distance. Speed is equal to distance by time taken, and velocity is equal to displacement by time taken. So if I will say that there is a square path of side 4 meter side, this is a square path, and a person starts moving from point A and he moves till the point D. Person is moving from point A to D, from A to D. So what is the distance travelled by the person and what is his displacement? So distance travelled, we will add AB plus BC plus CD. Three distances we will add. So distance is equal to, from A to D, what is the distance? We will add 4 plus 4, 4 plus 4 plus 4. We have to move along the path. 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is equal to 12 meter. But when we will talk about displacement, what is the displacement of this person while moving from A to D? So we will see what is its initial position, what is its final position, and the shortest distance or the shortest path between initial and final position is 4 meter. As you can see, this is a straight line AD, it is 4 meter. So displacement is 4 meter only. This is the basic thing that you have to, or you must be knowing only, distance and displacement. Now what is average speed? Average speed is a term which is equal to total distance travelled by time taken to travel that distance. Average speed is equal to total distance travelled divided by total time taken to cover that distance. So this is the formula for average speed. And note here, displacement we will not write, we will write distance as it is talking about speed, not velocity. Now what about instantaneous speed? Instantaneous speed means the speed that is particular at a, or the speed at a particular point of time. Instantaneous speed. As the speed varies continuously, so if it is varying, there will be a particular speed at a particular point of time. How to find it? So it is written as limit delta t tends to 0 delta s upon delta t. So we have to find delta s by delta t. That means change in, you can say, the distance that it has travelled. Delta s is the distance it has travelled, and delta t is the time it has taken to travel s distance. And when we will take its limit as delta t tends to 0, that means the time difference we will we will do the time difference that it tends to 0. That means the difference in time is so less that we will find the speed at that particular point of time. So limit delta t tends to 0, delta s by delta t becomes ds by dt. That means differentiation with respect to time. This we will do, and then we will get the instantaneous speed. So average speed and instantaneous speed, two formulas are there. Average speed, it is simple, but for instantaneous speed you have to find derivation. You have to do derivation, and that is ds by dt. Now let us take a look on a question based on average speed and instantaneous speed. Both you have to find. I am writing the question. Our question is, the distance travelled by a particle in a time t is given by s is equal to 2.5 meter per second square into t square. Find average speed of the particle during 0 to 5 seconds, that means during first 5 seconds, and instantaneous speed at t is equal to 5 seconds. For the first part, average speed, we need to find only the distance travelled, as time duration has been given 5 seconds. So distance travelled in 5 seconds is equal to how much? S is equal to 2.5 multiplied by t square. T is 5, so 5 square. This is the distance travelled. Now to save time, we will not find it. We will put it in the formula. Average speed, I am writing here, this is answer of part A. Average speed is equal to distance travelled 2.5. It can be written as 5 by 2 in fraction multiplied by 5 square. So total distance divided by time is 5 seconds. So now we will divide 5. Cancel 5. Now 5 5s are 25, divided by 2 becomes 12.5 meter per second. So 12.5 meter per second is the average speed of the particle during first 5 seconds. Now we have to find B part, that is instantaneous speed at t is equal to 5 seconds. So now we will do the second part. Instantaneous speed. To find instantaneous speed, if s is given, s is equal to 2.5 meter per second square t square. So this is the distance travelled. Now if we will find ds by dt, that means we will differentiate the function that is given with respect to time. What we will get? 2.5 is a constant, it will come outside. So now it will become 2.5. T square is left. 2.5 has come out, t square has left. Now t square, its differentiation becomes 2 t raised to the power 1, because x to the power n differentiation is n x to the power n minus 1. Now n x to the power n minus 1, how much it will become? 2.5 into 2, it is 5, multiplied by t, 5t. So 5t is the formula we are getting to find instantaneous speed at any time t. Here the time is given 5 seconds. So instantaneous speed at t is equal to 5 seconds. How much it will become? 5 into t. So 5 into 5, that is equal to 25 meter per second. So the answer for part A, it was 12, I think I have forgotten, 12.5, yes, 12.5 meter per second, and for this B part it is 25 meter per second. Now we will move to average and instantaneous velocity. Average velocity. Velocity, as soon as you will hear the word velocity, then the term that will come is displacement. So average velocity, I am writing one number, average velocity is equal to displacement, not distance. Displacement divided by time taken for that displacement. This is average velocity. And when we will talk about instantaneous velocity, instantaneous velocity is said as limit delta t tends to 0 delta r by delta t. Now what is the significance of this formula? See, delta t tends to 0, that means the time difference is tending to 0, so that we will be able to find instantaneous velocity at the time t. and delta r by delta t. Delta t is the change in time and delta r is the change in position vector. Change in position vector, and r is a vector quantity, so I have written arrow above it. Now it will become d dt, differentiate, what we will differentiate? R. R vector is being differentiated, d dt of r. Then we will get instantaneous velocity, and this is average velocity. In the same way, if we want to find average acceleration, let us move to acceleration. Average acceleration. What is acceleration? Acceleration is the time rate of change of velocity. Time rate of change of velocity. That means v2, final velocity, this is vector v2, minus v1 is the initial velocity. So v2 minus v1 is the change in velocity divided by time taken, delta t. This is called average acceleration, and acceleration is also a vector quantity. Acceleration and velocity both are vector quantity. Instantaneous acceleration. Now we will move to instantaneous acceleration. Instantaneous acceleration, it is written as d dt. That means we will differentiate what we will differentiate this velocity, d dt of v. Velocity will be differentiated with respect to time to give instantaneous acceleration. This is equal to dv by dt. And from acceleration, one more thing we can get, that is, let me write, I will rub this. See here, average velocity, instantaneous velocity, average acceleration, instantaneous acceleration. Now, let me erase this. We know acceleration is equal to dv by dt, just now I have told you. And what is velocity? Velocity is equal to dx by dt. dx or ds you can take. See here, there s was representing the displacement and here x is representing the displacement. So d dt, that means differentiation with respect to time of velocity, which is what? Dx by dt. Dx by dt. Now we have done the differentiation twice. So we will write d square by dt square of x. Whenever the position is being differentiated or the displacement is being differentiated, here x is the displacement, x is differentiated twice with respect to t. If it is differentiated once, we will get velocity. If we will do further differentiation, then we will get acceleration. So a is equal to dv by dt or that is equal to d square by dt square of x. Now we will do a question based on this, which will show how to find answer of average, what you can say, displacement and then average speed in terms of graph. Let me write the question. So the question here is saying, it is a graph question. I have written at the top, it is a graph question. See the graph carefully. In the x-axis there is t, time in seconds, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in the y-axis we have v, velocity given in meter per second, positive velocity and negative velocity, 0, 5, 10, 15. And in the negative direction it is minus 5, minus 10, minus 15. Velocity versus time graph this is. Now the graph is like this, 0 to, it is moving to A, then through B it is moving to C, through D it goes up to E, and then F. And this dotted line shows that the graph is at 10 meter per second and minus 10 meter per second respectively. In the positive direction, the velocity is 10 meter per second at the peak, and in the negative direction, the peak velocity is minus 10 meter per second. What we have to find is distance traveled during first 2 seconds. First thing that I want to tell you here is, whenever we need to find distance or displacement, we have to find area under the VT graph. Distance traveled is area under VT graph. Note it carefully. Okay, distance traveled is the area covered under VT graph. Now we have to find distance traveled during first 2 seconds. See, that means from 0 or from O to B. This part, this triangle, we will find its area, then we will get the distance traveled during the first 2 seconds. Let us find what will be the answer. This is a triangle, so half into base. Base is 2 units, half into base into height. What is the height? Perpendicular distance, it is 10. So the answer will become 2 gets cancelled, 10. 10 meter will be the answer for this part. We have many questions. As space is less, I will write the next question after erasing this. But you remember distance traveled, or if it is displacement. Suppose instead of distance, displacement is being said. Then also the rule will be same. We have to find area under the graph, under the VT graph. But there we have to take care of the sign. Take care of the sign because displacement has sign also. It is a vector quantity and distance is a scalar quantity. Let us move to next question. The next question is saying we have to find the distance traveled during time t is equal to 0 to 4 seconds. In the previous question it was in the first 2 seconds. Now we have to find in the first 4 seconds. So first 4 seconds, see the graph is like this, 0 to A, B, C and D. This is the first 4 seconds. Now under the VT graph, what are the areas that have been covered? Between 0 to 2, triangle AOB and triangle BCD. If we will add areas of triangle BCD and AOB, then we will get the distance traveled. So how will you find? Half, or let me write area of triangle plus area of triangle BCD. Now you find half into, half will be common, half into, or let us write separately, half into base into height. What is height? 10 plus half into BCD triangle. Again 2 unit is the base, half into base into height. Now we will not write minus 10 because we have to find distance traveled. So we will write 10 only. How much it will become? Half, half, this gets cancelled. 10 plus 10, that is equal to 20 meter will be the answer for this question. Let us move to the next question. Next question is, we have to find displacement during 0 to 4 seconds. Displacement again same thing, let us find the area but take care of sign. 0 to 4 seconds. So first we will write half into base, this is 2. Height, how much it is? 10 in positive direction, so we will write 10. 0 to 4 seconds. Now 0 to 2 seconds we have done, 2 to 4 seconds. So plus half base, time difference is 2 seconds from 2 to 4 into height. Now here comes the point that this height is in negative direction, negative y direction. So we will write minus 10 and not 10 as we have done in earlier questions. Cancel 2 and here also 2 gets cancelled. 10 plus minus 10, that is equal to 0. 0 meter is the displacement during 0 to 4 seconds. That means there is no displacement. The object is at its initial position after 4 seconds of its movement. Let us move to the next part, that is D, question D. D is saying we have to find acceleration at t is equal to half second. Where is half second? You can see 0 to 1 between this. At somewhere at this point, half second is there in this graph. So acceleration is the slope of VT graph. Slope of VT graph gives acceleration. This you have to write and I will write it separately. Okay. After doing this question you will write. I will write it separately. First you know that slope of the VT graph. So at this point, at the point where I have marked blue color, see, at this point half second is there. At that point what is the slope of the graph? That is we have to find slope of OA. Slope of OA. That will give us our answer. So what is slope of OA? It will be again acceleration, so take care of the sign. slope. See here, it will be 10 divided by 10. In the triangle OAB I am writing 10 divided by 1, which is equal to 10 meter per second square. For acceleration unit is meter per second square. This is the acceleration at t is equal to half second. Next question E is saying, last question, last part of the question, graph question E is saying we have to find acceleration at t is equal to 2 seconds. The common mistake that some student make is t is equal to 2 seconds. It is at the x-axis, but don't say that the acceleration at that point is 0, because acceleration is the slope of the VT graph, and where we will find the slope at the time at which we have to find. At time t is equal to 2 seconds. Mark there in the graph t is equal to 2 seconds is here. I am marking with blue a dot. A blue dot shows t is equal to 2 seconds. At this point we have to find the slope of the graph. So slope of line ABC, straight line ABC, if we will find, that will give our answer. So the answer is slope of ABC, this line, that will give us acceleration at t is equal to 2 seconds, as t is equal to 2 seconds is a point on that line only. Slope, let us find. So it will be P by B. So it is how much? 10 divided by 10 divided by, see this is 10. Slope of this line, if you will find, P by B, and B, that is base, is 1 unit. P by B, base is 1 unit. Slope of line ABC, but you have to put negative sign. Why? Because the slope is negative. You can see the slope here will be negative according to the graph that has been shown. So minus 10 by 1 gives minus 10 meter per second square as the answer of the last part of this question. Two things that you have to write, or you have to see and remember that I am writing here. That will be the last part of the video. First thing is slope of VT graph gives acceleration. Second part, distance traveled is the area under speed time graph. Speed time graph. And if displacement is being asked, then displacement is area under VT graph. Area under VT graph gives us displacement. These 3 points you need to remember. That's all about today's video. In the next coming video, we will see the 3 equations of motion, that is in a straight line with uniform acceleration. Till then, take care. Bye.